Yo, 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 thanks for watching. I appreciate it so much. um, so, it's funny, I have this like zit here, but I got some like industrial grade toothpaste from the dentist the other day, like RX only, so I'm thinking I'm gonna put some on there if I can remember. Help clear that bad boy up. But yeah, this is an interesting video. This is a different type of thing that I'm usually than what I usually do, because most of what I usually do is kind of philosophy or theology, religion-based, faith-based, etc., etc. This one is more about like kind of, I guess, kind of empowering, trying to help empower people. Yeah, and I do that from time to time as well, for sure. But it's funny. Me and my girlfriend have this inside joke going. She drives a Honda Accord, a black one, and there are black Honda Accords everywhere you go. And I never noticed there was that many black Honda Accords in existence until I started dating her, because now I see them everywhere. And I always tease her that she has her spies out, her clones are always out watching me. Because every time I look around, I'm like, oh, is it her? And it's not. It's always her clones, But so something happened. I just got done doing something that was a big thing, and it was a hard thing, and I feel really, 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 really good. And I'm a little bit concerned, but I have my, I'm putting my faith in God and praying about it, and I'm not too worried. I'm not too worried. So I had a friend. This is an adult guy. He's middle age. He's like early 40s. Full grown man. Long story short, he's a little immature, and I'm pretty sure he's got a drinking problem. And I met him through some other friends of mine, and the other friends are really good friends of mine, and they go to my church. They believe what I believe. They're members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. They're really, really wonderful, good-hearted, good people. The kind of people you want in your corner. The kind of people you want to be friends with. The kind of people you just want to know. They're that kind of people. They're that cool. And this friend I'm talking about wasn't getting along with them. And I befriended him, and then he kind of fell out of it with them, and he's been trying to get back in with them, but his way of getting back in is kind of counterproductive, because he sends offensive jokes and things like that, and it's really, really blurry. And what I've been hearing from those friends is that it's not jokes. This is offensive. This is horrible. And I'm going to keep this anonymous here so people don't know who I'm talking about, etc., etc. But anyway, it put me in a really bad spot, because I've been trying to be this guy's friend for a while, and he's one of those guys who calls and calls and calls, and when he talks on the phone, he doesn't really have much to say. He just kind of randomly just starts saying the same things he always says, and about sports or politics, and it's not really exciting. It's not really entertaining. It's not really stimulating. It's not really any of that. And I've learned about friends and how to choose your friends a little bit out of this, is what I've kind of gotten, and also how to resolve some conflict. So I've been dealing with that, and he calls me all the time, and I don't have the heart to tell him, dude, hey, I don't really want to talk to you, or I don't really know what to say. I don't know how to put it into words to say, like, hey man, I appreciate you wanting to talk and everything, but I'm not really much of a talker. I've said that before, and I'm not really on the same page with you about things, really anymore. I never really have been all that much. Like we did agree about politics to a certain extent, and then about sports to a certain extent, but it's just like it gets really old when it's a one-trick pony again and again and again and again and again. And then to know that he's kind of trashing my friends to people that really mean a lot to me, it makes it really hard to kind of figure out what to do. I think the natural reaction would be to get angry, but I've been trying to help him and try to be a good example to him and try to help him. I've been trying to help guide him away from his evil ways, let's say, and it just hasn't been working. I know I've been making a difference in his life, a positive difference in his life, but he still does the same thing to my friends. And I think it's when he's drinking, and he lies to me too, because he tells me, he's not drinking, he hasn't touched a drink in years. And I'm like, dude, there's no way you're not drinking. When I've talked to you sometimes, there's no way you weren't drinking. And then to hear some of the stuff he says, there's just no way he wasn't drinking when he said this stuff, or when he sent it, or whatever. And it's just gotten really, really old, and it becomes such a bitter inconvenience whenever he calls, because I'm like, dude, I don't have time to talk. I don't want to talk, man. I just don't want to talk. But I haven't known how to say that to him. And if he calls me and I don't answer, a few hours later he'll call me again. And if I still don't answer, a few hours later he'll call me again. And if I make the mistake of saying, hey man, I'm busy, I'll call you tomorrow, and I don't call him, he'll call me and call me and call me and call me and call me. And so it's just like, I've gotten to this point where I've had to end things and break things off, and it's been really hard for me to understand what to do, and my friend who's been involved with him, who's been on the receiving end, has counseled me and has given me good advice, saying, just let him go, and so that's what I've been doing. He called me 5 times on Sunday, and it's very difficult. He calls early in the morning. He calls, and I'm an easygoing guy. I can pretty much handle a lot. It takes a lot to mess with me or get to me. I can handle a lot. But it's just gotten to that point where it's like, dude, this is not okay. This is not sustainable. This is not cool. And so I have been giving him the silent treatment, basically, which is I'm within my rights to do. I don't have to respond. I don't have to call him back. But I have felt a little bad, because he thinks that we're best friends, and he thinks that he's told me things. And I know that guy, he's got to have some common sense to know better about his behavior. But we don't talk about it. We just kind of let it go. I just kind of let it go. But I've let it go for too long, and it's gotten to the point where it's just this is just, it's ridiculous to deal with. It's ridiculous that this person is trashing my friends and sending offensive things and saying offensive things, hurtful things, swearing, making fun of our religion, what we believe, because it's what I believe too. So it's like, dude, if you really respect me, then respect my friends. And if you're insulting my friends' belief, you're insulting what I believe. So come on, man, just stop. Just give it just stop, And but he hasn't changed. He's continued. So I finally felt like I should text him to let him know why and what's going on, because I usually just always call him. At some point I call him back, or I answer him at some point. Maybe it's a few days, maybe it's this, maybe it's that, whatever. But I texted him, and I just sent a long explanation message telling him, I was conflicted. I had been feeling bad about what's going on. I explained my feelings to him, and I just left it at that. I told him, I said, if you call me and I don't answer, please don't keep calling. It's overwhelming, etc., etc. So I've gotten a lot of points for finally saying some things I've needed to say, and I feel so much better since I've decided to let him go. And I just wanted to empower you guys today. Long story short, after I told my story, I just wanted to tell you guys that you can make the decisions, you can make the changes you need to make in your life. I know you can, even if they're hard. I promise you can do it, and it makes it a lot easier when you have friends who support you and who are on your side. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys, and I hope this video was helpful. And so if you have something that you're struggling with, I encourage you to make that change. And also, there's a really, really good book that's been out for a long time, but it's recently gotten pretty popular, called Boundaries. And my mom makes fun of me for psychological books and stuff, but I don't even care about that, because I know this stuff is legit, and I don't care about haters and people who don't have nice things to say. So anyway, there's a book called Boundaries. You should really check it out. It's really, really good. I just started it, but already, I'm reaping the benefits, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, there's a lot of great things going on.